Assalamu alaikum, dear friends and fellows. How are you? I welcome you on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, we the human beings are striving and struggling to gain certain things here in this life. That is something very natural. And we love so dearly some of the things. Like, there are definitely several. One of these is that we want to be respected by the people. We want to gain the respect. Despite our best effort, some of the people fail to get all that, but they were so much desirous of getting. Although it is not the only thing, rather, there are several other things as well, but definitely it is one of the very important things a person, most of the people, most of us are looking for. So but some of these people, some of us succeed in getting respected by the other people, while another many of us fail to do that. That is something very unfortunate. It should not be so. And today we are going to talk about what if at all a person is unable to be respected, to get the respect by the people in the society. What are the reasons? How can we eradicate them? Once we come to know that these are the reasons why I'm not taken care of, why I'm not respected by the people, so in that case we will better be able to overcome all that, and we will be able to change and improve our habits so that we could become eligible and worthy of respect by the other people in the society. After a very careful consideration, after reading certain very important thing, certain very important stuff on the subject, we have come to a conclusion that there are some 10 habits of a person. With these 10 habits are actually not allowing a person, not allowing an individual to be respected, to get a respect, to command a respect in the society. And if at all we do come to know, if at all we try to get rid of these, if at all we try to replace by the right sort of habits, we will definitely be taken care of by the people in the society. The society in general will be respecting us. We will be having a good name in the amongst the people. What are those 10 things? And now let's look upon all of those 10 things. And first of all it is being rude and inconsiderate. Being rude and inconsiderate, I think we should not be rude at all. We should not be inconsiderate. Rather, we need to become polite. Rather, we need to become considerate. We need to be careful about what we are talking, how we are behaving somebody, and that is called being considerate. And we need not to become rude at all. Rather, it is important to be polite person. And that was the number two. It is lacking integrity and honesty. Lacking integrity and honesty, I think that we should not be lacking the integrity or honesty. We need to become honest on the one hand, we need to become a man of principle on the other hand, because it is the integrity, it is the honesty which is more important than any other thing. And if a person is lacking honesty and integrity, it actually means that they lack almost everything else. And now the third thing is, that is not following through on commitments. Not following through on commitments, I think that if a person is not following their commitment, if a person is not meeting their time, trying their level best to meet their commitments, I think they are not the trustworthy people at all. And it is very important indeed, that we people are pursuing, following, trying to meet, doing everything else we can to somehow to come up to our commitments. And while making the commitments, we can become a bit careful. But once the commitment has been made, I think we should do everything else we can to meet those commitments. And now the fourth is spreading gossip and negativity. Gossip, gossip and negativity, I think we should not be, rather must not be trying to spread the gossip and the negativity, because these are quite the negative activities. And obviously we are by doing this, by doing this thing, we are making people dislike us, and make people disrespect us as well. And now the next is, it is disrespecting boundaries. I think everybody has got the boundaries, and we should be knowing what are the boundaries of this person. There are many things which are very common, and it needs only common sense to understand that this is the boundary of the people, and I do have to respect it. And those who don't take care of the boundaries of the people, obviously they are not going to be respected. They will never ever be respected by the people. And now the next thing is, that is being close minded and judgmental. We should not be close minded, we should not be judgmental, we should be open minded. And being open minded mean not having the bias against any individual, not have the bias in favor of any individual, neither in favor of any nor against any. We should be biased, rather we need to become open minded. And we should also be open minded toward receiving, being receptive toward the new good ideas, which are very much different from the old ideas. And that is being close minded and judgmental. We don't need to become a judgmental person at all. We don't, unless and until it is direly needed, we don't need to become judgmental person at all. Now the seventh is exhibiting poor manners and etiquette. I think manners and etiquette, it makes us a graceful person, it makes us a likable person, it makes us a respect worthy person. So never ever disrespect, and always take care of the manners and the etiquette. And now the eighth out of the 10 is constant excuses and blame shifting. Constant excuses and blame shifting. I think that we should not be shifting the blame at all. If at all we are the one who have done anything wrong, it is better to take the responsibility. And we should not be always making the excuses, or rather do everything else within our reach to make to honor whatever is your duty, whatever is your duty. And constant excuses and blame shifting, it must be avoided. Now the ninth out of 10 is disrespecting time by running late. Always try to appear timely, because that is something very very important indeed. Never be late at all. Now the 10th and the last is disconnecting from reality. Disconnecting from reality, I think we should not be disconnecting from reality at all. We must be very much deeply connected to the reality, because unless and until we do this, I think that we will be inshallah, we shall be staying connected with the reality. We shall be staying connected with the reality. And the reality, and being a realist, it is more important than many other things. So I think these are the 10 things. If at all we take care of these things, unless and until we get rid of these things, we will not be respected in the society, and nobody is going to respect us either. So for that all reason, if at all we are genuinely interested in getting respected with the people, we do have to identify that these are the things. Out of the 10 things, these are the 10 things which I to do some of the time, or do it frequently. So I need to get rid of that all, so that the people start respecting me. Thank you very much. Jazakumullah khair.